So I'm just so excited to talk about ball handles. So much excitement. Freak out. What up, Flow fam? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Lux Luminous, and today we are going to be talking about ball handles and finger loops and no handles for your Lovey Wand. So we're gonna go over a bunch of different types and the pros and the cons of each of them. There's so many choices when it comes to the Lovey Wand, and really it all depends on how you want a Lovey Wand. That's the best way to pick. Be like, I like that. I'll pick one of those, or don't like that. No. So as I'm going through these different ball handles and finger loops, the most important thing to make sure that when you get your Lovey Wand is that the swivel is not tied to the string. Oh, I've said it so many times before, but I'm gonna say it again because people do not hear me sometimes. I gotta say it louder for the back. Hey, don't tie your swivel to the string. Why? Because the string will saw at the center of the Lovey Wand and your string's gonna break, Lovey Wand's gonna go flying. We don't want that. Don't tie your string to the swivel. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give it a like, leave me a comment, and don't forget to hit those notification bells. That way you get notified when I post new content. And you might be seeing some fun new animations on my channel. Super excited. I've been able to put more into the channel and make it more professional, more fun, more amazing, very luxy, if I do say so myself. Thank you all for helping me grow my videos, and I'm so excited to have all of you a part of my life. We're almost at 5,000 subs. We're actually 20 people away. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please give me a subscribe. That would mean so much to me. And of course, we also have the wizards of the channel. And the wizards of the channel are Flow Toys, Astro Hoops, Matrix Fire Safety, Fun and Motion Toys, The Weaving Witch, and Pyroterra Light Toys. Thanks, friends! Alright, well, let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first type of handle we're going to talk about is actually a non-handle. No handle. Yes, my friends, there are people out there that spin Lovey Wand with just the string. Mostly you'll find this to be long stringers, because they have to have all that long string. You usually don't want a finger loop on your long string. Though some people do that, though most people that do long string do with just one loop of string. You'll also find a group of short stringers that'll also do it with no handle at all. Those people are the Christine Coopers and Grim Zimmers of the world. Though I don't really find having no handle very good. Not my preferred, but again, this is all on preference. None of these are correct or not correct. All of these are just whatever you like. So this is kind of what that looks like. It's just a single loop through the Lovey Wand, no finger loop attached, just a single string. The reason people like having the string and nothing else is because it gives it that illusion effect. But the con with this is that the Lovey Wand will very easily just fly out. You don't have anything to hold on to, or it's not attached to you, so it just kind of goes. That's the only con of not having a finger loop or a ball handle, but also you can't throw it, so there's that, but it's very much illusion based. So if you're one of those wanders that is very into the split stringy, manipulation-y stuff, think about trying that. Take off the finger or ball handle. All right, so the next type of handle / finger loop is actually the finger loop. Yes, my friends, this finger loop right here, classic old finger loop. And with the finger loops and the ball handles, they're almost always gonna come with a swivel. So if it doesn't have a swivel, make sure you get a swivel. Or if you're looking at purchasing one, make sure it has a swivel. That'll be really important down the line because when you're spinning and whatnot, the string's gonna get all tangled up. You don't want that, so having a swivel will prevent against tangling and twisting. So this one right here is a plasticky fabric finger loop. Flow Toys sells these. That's the very basic one that most people get as their first wand. I've even got this finger loop on $1,000 Lovey Wands. So this is the fabric finger loop. It looks like that. The fabric is super comfy. I don't find that it hurts my fingers at all, which I really like. The cons for it though, is that it is really cheaply made. It can fall apart and does fall apart. Also, not fire safe. Don't put it on a fire wand. Finger guns. I'm having fun today. So that's the first finger loop we got. We got others. So the next finger loop is the leather finger loop. This one is super good if you are planning to spin fire with it, but it's also really amazing because it like gets better over time. These things, like with age, it's better. Unlike other things where it just kind of falls apart, leather just kind of gets better. So these are super comfy. I really love them. Of course, we got the little swivel on it. This one was made by my friend who used to make purses back in the day. So it's not the most beautiful, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it looks like. All right, so this is the leather finger loop that my friend Joe made. But again, very comfy and totally fire safe. I don't really have any negative things to say about leather finger loops. So this one is the faux leather finger loop from Astral Hoops. This one's really good. It's very comfy. I really like it, though these are not good for fire. So make sure that if you get like a leather finger loop, make sure it's not faux if you're planning to use it for fire. Though I have never had any issues with faux finger loops and spinning fire. Though I've never had any issues with it, doesn't mean that there could not be any issues with it. So make sure that you're not spinning with plastic things if you're spinning with fire. Finger gun. And again, I don't really have anything con to say about leather or faux leather finger loops, other than the fact that the faux you can't spin fire with, but the leather is just great. They're wonderful. You also have string finger loops as well, which look like this. So these ones I don't particularly like because they do cut off the circulation on your fingers, and you kind of have to like cinch it a bit to make it not like fly off your hand. I wouldn't really suggest getting one of those unless you really like it. I don't know, again, preference, but I personally hate those. But if you want one, you can go to Flow on Fire. They also sell them there too. Pros for it, they're cheaper, they're easier to make. Just tie your Technora, throw it on a swivel, and call it good. It is something to note, like if you're in a situation where your finger loop or ball handle like breaks, being able to create a little string finger loop for yourself, I think it's a really good emergency hack. Though, again, I don't like it, but again, preference. All right, so let's dive into ball handles. My favorite. The ball handles are perfect for doing tosses, doing hand switches, all that jazz. So we are gonna go ahead and start off with my absolute favorite ball handle, the palm grip. So these are manufactured by Lanternsmith, though they're initially created for props like Poi, but they are perfect for levy ones. I love them. The pros for this are they are very squishy. They're made out of silicone, so they are fire safe. The cons is that they come as just the little ball. If you get them from Lanternsmith, they don't come with a swivel, so you would have to get a swivel and put it on yourself. Or you can go to Flow on Fire, where they sell them with the swivel as well as the little leash on it, which I love. I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like in a minute. But this is the palm grip. So it's just like this, squishy, and in the inside you can see my rusty washer, but you can add weight in it, which is really nice. It does have that option. I can just kind of pull it through, so you can see the swivel here, and then the washer, which is rusty as hell because I've had this for 50 billion years. So I only have one washer in it. I don't like my ball handles super heavy because it's kind of painful when you throw it and it hits your hand really hard. But I have one washer, the swivel, and then the ball handles like this. It goes through, and you kind of pull it through the hole nicely. If it wants to go through, should be. Ball handle. So there you can see the little leash. It's really nice because you can actually grab hold of it. And I do find myself grabbing hold of the string when it's just the swivel. So having that leash there is really good. So you can get that kind of set up with Flow on Fire. So if you are looking for a ball handle palm grip situation, they're a pretty good place to go. But this also segues into LED ball handles. So this ball handle is from Ultra Poi, and it's pretty great. I really like it. Turn it on. So these LED ball handles are really great. I really like them, though they are kind of hard when you toss them. So the pros is that you can see your ball handle at night, which is really great. I like them for my LED wands as well as my fire wands. They have a bunch of different modes, which is super awesome. And they're pretty easy to use. You can just pop out the centerpiece, though the centerpiece is a pain in the butt to kind of get out. They're not the worst. You can kind of just like pry them out of there and charge it. It's not the end of the world. But the cons are they're pretty hard. and they're a bit bigger than the palm grip, just slightly. So you can tell a difference. When you're spinning it, it just feels like there's more balls in your hand. I'm a child. But I really like this. I have one on all of my fire wands as well as my LED wands. I have astigmatism in both my eyes, so it makes it really difficult for me to see at night. So instead of just throwing things and hoping I catch it, I can actually see it now. It's pretty great. And it's cool because blinky things and woo, lights. Okay, so the last ball handle I have is actually the one from What the Huck. So they actually 3D print these suckers. I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. Look at that, look at that. So the center is not open like you see in the palm grip, and it's kind of a different shape. It's a little bit bigger than the palm. I'll show you what that looks like here. The pros are you can add weights to this. So this white piece right here actually pops out and you can add washers inside of it, which is really cool. So that way you can make it heavier or not so heavy. But the con is they're pretty tough, they're really hard. And you can hear the washers inside them depending on how many you have in there. Other than these being a little hard and a little big, they're actually really great. I really enjoy them. They work just as good as palms. And you can also get them in a bunch of different colors as well. Same with the palms. Colors for days. The weight is more easily customizable on these than the palms, which is really great. A lot easier. I like that. These are also fire safe as well, so I'm actually using it on my fire wand from Flow on Fire, which I need to do a review on this. It's like I haven't done any reviews on fire wands. This is the best one. I'm biased, I love them. And the last type of handle we're gonna talk about is a knot handle, which looks like this. I have played with these a couple of times. They're always very, very light though. I wouldn't really suggest getting one of those if you're trying to really dive into doing tosses because you need a little bit more weight for the rotation on the ball handle. But again, it's all preference. It's whatever you like, however you want a Levy wand. The world is your oyster. And yes, I do live in New England. I feel like I'm always dipping into like an old New England woman voice, which I'm here for. I am excited for when I become an old lady. I'm just gonna always be in the voice. Like, oh my God, clam chowder. It's great. I'm excited. Honestly, Boston accent, favorite. Okay, so that was my breakdown of all the different handles and finger loops that are out there. We went over some pros and some cons, but I hope that it helps you with your purchasing decisions and what to get for your Levy wand and what kind of ball handle or thing you want to use. I hope you liked all of these new fun little animations I had on my channel. Like a real YouTuber, guys. Real YouTuber. People let me on the internet. Well, friends, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions at all, always leave me a comment down below and I will help you out. And of course, this channel is brought to you by my beautiful Patreon supporters. If you want to become a Patreon supporter, you can head on over to my Patreon, where you can be involved in different things on my channel, or you can head on over to my website, luxluminous.com, where I have lots of fun Florets-related leggings. And every single bit of the money raised goes directly into funding this channel, so I can keep getting more cool stuff for the channel to entertain you. Entertainment. I am here for your entertainment and pleasure. See you all on the wand side.